Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you be watching me from. Welcome so much and thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. So today is 25th of April and today is World Malaria Day. So over to what we are talking about. Zero malaria starts with me. Starts with you. Okay, so there was this book I was reading sometime last 3 years or 4 years thereabouts. I really can't remember. It said, if you want to change the world, start with making your bed. Like seriously? Yeah, if you want to change the world, start with making your bed. That's to say, you have to make your bed in order to change the world. And the making the bed is actually the literal making of bed. It's not the proverbial making of bed. It's actually the literal sense of making your bed. So you wake up early in the morning, you look at the bed where you sat, where you slept, and you start making the bed. You start cleaning it up. You start dressing it. Make sure that it's neat and all of that. How does that change the world? Okay, so we know that malaria is a life-threatening disease that is caused as a result of the transmission of bites from an infected female Anopheles mosquito to a human blood, okay, to the human body. So that's how you get it. Okay, so how can this be prevented? Let me tell us, there's this general saying that death don't kill an African man, and that's the notion: death don't kill an African man. Anything goes. In the road you see deaths up and down, you see poor refuge drainage system, you see lots of things. Like right now is the rainy season and is one of the best time for mosquitoes to breed, because they breed in a dirty environment, they breed in damp water, they breed in a humid condition. Okay, so this raining period, fresh water bodies is a very good time for them to breed, right? So we keep all these things dirty and anything goes. Mosquitoes, they go there, they breed, and we get the bites after that. Do you know that based on WHO status reports, we had 229 million of malaria cases? 200. As at 2019, and it didn't stop there. 409,000 persons were reported dead as a result of malaria. That doesn't mean anything goes, right? And now, among these 409,000 persons that died, 274 persons died that were under the age of 5 years. So these children, their life have been cut short. Their dreams, their ambitions, their hope, everything, the joy that was in the family just went like that as a result of malaria. But that doesn't kill an African man. So how can it be prevented? What are we supposed to do to ensure that these lives they get to live? One, spread the news. Raise awareness. Spread the news. Be an advocate for healthy living. Let people know that people are dying as a result of poor life choices. Like your living condition, your environment, people are dying as a result of that. So spread the news. And also, it's important that you know that people that are at risk of having this more, not just the adults, but children, right? We already know about children, underage children of 5 years. And then the pregnant mothers are also at risk. So imagine that because you're pregnant to deliver a life, you're at risk. So spread the news. Let them know. And for these mothers, please make sure that after your first trimester, you start doing your prophylaxis, your chemoprophylaxis treatment. Okay, where you take anti-malaria drugs to prevent this disease from infecting you through the blood, right? So that's that. Another thing is you can use insecticide this time around, insecticide treated mosquito nets, or you can actually spray it in your home. That's another way. Then finally, but not the least, make sure you speak with a medical professional. If you notice that you're having an increased body temperature, if you notice that you're having a feverish condition, you're feeling so chilled, you're having headache, bitter tongue, weakness of the bones and joints, please and please speak with a medical professional. Don't just go and take drug. Not all drug is for malaria treatment. Not all drug is ACT. ACT is actually artemisinin-based combination therapy, which is used for the treatment of malaria, right? So, but it's not all drug that is that. Not all drug is also paracetamol, and not all drug that is supposed to be used to treat malaria. So make sure you speak with a medical professional, speak with a doctor, speak with a pharmacist, speak with a nurse, to get the right treatment. I know I'm saying this because there were some times I met, there's this client I had, not quite long, a child, 18. And so he had this feverish condition for about 3 days, and nothing was done. In the space of 3 days, nothing was done. I got mad because when I was taking the history, I got to know that what is this? Don't let it stay for more than 24 hours before you report to your doctor. Don't let it stay for more than that before you start taking your drug. And make sure you speak with a pharmacist before you take any drug at all. There was another time a client came to me. I was like, because there was something I was working on, and then I was to prescribe a drug. I had to go through the drug and advise him on how to take it and all of that. Then he said, "Oh, don't worry, it's not paracetamol. I already have it. Is this a..." And I looked at the drug he was calling paracetamol. Lo and behold, it was Septrin. So not all drug is paracetamol. Not all white drug is paracetamol. Speak with a pharmacist before you take your drug, and please make sure you finish your medication. If you are told to take it for 3 days, take it for 3 days. If you're told to take it for 5 days for the antibiotics, take it for 7 days and all of that. Make sure you finish to the last drop of the drug. Be it tablet, be it suspension, be it syrup, whatever it is. Okay. So that it can be properly eradicated and it doesn't come back again. Find out the details of your drug when speaking with a pharmacist. Find out. Okay? So over to dressing your bed. What happens is, by the time you wake up and you dress your bed, you feel so happy. It has a way to trigger that endorphin, that hormone, the feel-good hormone in your brain that will produce more of productivity, energy for you to go about the rest of the day's activities. And the truth is, when you come back to a well-dressed bed, even if you're stressed, it has a way of relaxing your nerve. So just common dressing of bed have actually been able to change the world, and also to help you eradicate malaria and disease. Because by the time you dress the bed, you'll be like, okay, can I sweep the room? Can I arrange this? Can I do that? So if you want to change the world, start by dressing your bed. Give it to yourself. That duty, it starts with me. It starts with you. Do not look afar. To eradicate malaria, it starts with me. Make sure the environment where you are, where you're sitting, is neat. The water you're drinking is neat. The food you're eating is good. Okay? That's all I'll be stopping, guys. Really, thank you for coming, and if you have any questions to ask me, please do well to do that. Okay. And next time, remember, if health is wealth, proper hygienic practices is the key to our